nigga only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Down. It's Gibson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Murray, short throw to Disley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Disley.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Falcons, nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Short throw to Disley, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Gibson.
Antonio Gibson.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're just...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bears.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pushing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Henry going to be swallowed up in the backfield as he'll wind up losing about 3.
He was taken down by...
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. Open man is Denzel Mims. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards to pick up there.
To Nicole Hartman.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Nicole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25 yards long.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to John Ross.
Jackson.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking.
They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39.
That's good.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 17-14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
The kick is
and he knocks it through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To try again after the sack. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Short throw to Disley. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Falcons.
Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down as they have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they will take a knee here. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinator.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down, Murray. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
10 more there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Falcons 28, Bears 27.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Atlanta.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Murray now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man is Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers. And
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kyler Murray sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's see what you got. 55, come on, guys, 55. Watch the run.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Makes the score, Falcons.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
28-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To
throw on third down. Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Murray now on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Able to connect with Mims.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Albert Okwuegbunam, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Joey Sly set to
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Falcons have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Extra point forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 1, 54 seconds to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It moves to second and 10.
Back to throw. Out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
Jackson.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They get this out left, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taken in the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a touchdown. 26 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ballard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play.